Your phone calls at 1-800-599-9231. We'll have open phones. Of course, he's on as well, and Professor Chossudovsky. Things are shaping up so bad, it's even hard for me to consciously accept what I'm witnessing unfold. It really is. It's real simple. As things get worse and worse, you're going to have the Obama-oid Kool-Aid drinkers get more and more disillusioned. And those that break ranks will be ostracized, will be excommunicated, and conservatives are going to be attacking Obama for all the wrong reasons, playing into the left-right paradigm. And then meanwhile, the whole agenda just continues. I cannot state clearly enough that Obama is a giant distraction and diversion. And I know I said that about Bush, but even more so with Barack Obama. I mean, everything is about him running the show and what is he going to do and what are his policies going to be. We know what his policies are. Hand everything over to the globalists, help set up world government, help kill the dollar, and launch a bunch of new wars, then continue the police state. But the childlike mind of the American people has editorial cartoons in every newspaper, in every magazine. I mean, I was picking up Time, Newsweek, just because I don't take all these magazines and publications, and my parents do. And I was flipping them open, and it was the same thing, the same message in unison. He's going to fix the Constitution. He's going to fix the Bill of Rights. He's going to bring accountability to government back. Meanwhile, he's bringing in the exact same guard, the old guard that looted and robbed and set up the banking scam. He's the guy that helped bullwhip the Congress into passing the banker takeover bill. And now they can do whatever they want. That's in the bill. Every week we hear, oh, they're going to get hundreds of billions more and give them to bankers. And then you'll hear the news go, well, there are some controls on what the CEOs can get. And it says, yes, you know, the CEO can only have a $500 million bonus off this money. And yes, the shareholders can only have, you know, this much of the money. I mean, it is just absolute fraud. And I know you know that, and I said I'd go to your calls. It's just to witness the public thinking that they're about to get good change when they're about to get bad change. It's daunting, to say the least. I have a lot of other news here as well on the economic front, but we'll get to that later. Let's go to calls right now. Michael in Kentucky, first-time caller. You're on the air. Welcome.
Alex?
Hi.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Pretty good.
Good. Got through right on. Boy, have I got a story for you. 3 months ago, I applied for an entry-level position with the FBI, right?
Yes.
Okay, a month and a half ago, I went through all the tests. I had to do a background check, a credit history, a physical, then a psychiatric evaluation, where they try to make you think you're crazy, even though you know you're not, but maybe you think you are. But anyway, passed all that. I got a letter 2 weeks ago saying, congratulations, I had met all the criteria. You know, they was looking forward to working with me and helping keep America and the world safe. Well, I thought, well, all right, I'm looking forward to it too. Well, day before yesterday, 2 black Lincolns pull up in my driveway. I'm thinking, boy, they got the wrong house. Well, they get out, 2 nicely dressed men, 1 woman, and one of the drivers was sitting in the other car. Come up, knock on my door. I opened the door thinking, what do they want? Well, he says, is this the residence of, and said my name? I said, maybe. They was like, once again, is this the residence? I thought, well, maybe it's serious. Yes, it is. And they said, we have information for you. Would you please open it to see if you understand it right here in front of us? I said, okay. Well, I opened it up, and it said, Dear Michael, it said, we are sorry. We regret to inform you that you are no longer eligible for any entry level or any other positions within the federal government. And I thought, why? And it says, any questions you may have, you may call this 800 number and speak to a representative about it. So I asked, Secret Service or whoever they was that pulled up in my driveway, what was this all about? They were like, do you understand the procedure you need to take now to find out the information you need to know? I was like, well, do I call this number? They're like, okay, good. They turn around and they leave. Well, I thought, what's going on? So I call 800 number, and get this. The reason why I am not eligible for any kind of job in the federal government is because I am an avid listener of the Alex Jones Show through the internet connections. No joke. And I said, well, you got to be kidding me. Are you kidding me? And no, seriously, I was turned down after I passed everything.
Well, they even told you, but see, again, they're not supposed to be watching where everybody goes and what they do, but everything, it's all NSA. The phone companies are the NSA. Everything's surveilled. Everything's watched. It's all, every time they do that, that's a felony. They should go to prison for that. But see, they retroactively went and had them pass the FISA law. But still, that doesn't cover what they're doing there. So I'd like you to send me all that material, sir. We'll black your name out, but I'd like to have you on as a guest. I'd like to.
Well, sure.
But I mean, specifically, they said because you are now. Did you ask? Well, how do you know I'm an Alex Jones listener?
Oh, I asked everything, and they just told me exactly what they were either supposed to or wanted me to know.
Well, what did they say? So they told you because you listen to the Alex Jones Show.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, so you know what? There's a good thing in all things. So that's got a fire started in me. That's got me ready to tell the world everything I've learned from you. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. And ain't no government on this planet going to stop me from listening to you and getting the truth out to the people who need to know it.
Well, I mean, it just shows how far. Listen, do me a favor. Will you mail me a copy of the letter they gave you?
I absolutely will. Okay, I absolutely will.
Well, do you know our address?
Yes, I do. I got all your information.
Okay, well, specifically, talking to you, Michael, you're on the phone with them. I mean, tell us how the conversation went briefly, and then they said, because, I mean, did you ask, well, how do you know who I'm listening to?
I told them when I called in, and I said yes. I gave them my name. You know, you have to go through, you know, your Social Security number and all that. And then they're like, they didn't ask me what I was calling for. They already knew, and they said yes. They said the reason for this phone call, we're assuming, is because of the letter you received. And I was, yeah. And they said, well, here's the reasons why. And they, you know, they already knew why I was calling. It was like some kind of Men in Black thing, you know, where they.
I understand. It's all about how they're omnipresent and
sure,
and how we're a bunch of fluoride heads. Now, continue though with specifically. They then said, I mean, you didn't ask. Well, why are you tracking what I listen to?
I was just so shocked that to me it was a BS reason, you know, because I have no criminal background, you know.
No. It's criminal to know that they're criminals. You see, they're looking for people of low moral character who think they have moral character. It's a certain type of weak-minded person that'll commit crimes, commit evil, but as long as authority tells them it's okay, they'll do it. And they're I mean, certainly, but you didn't say to the person, was it a man or a woman?
It was a lady I spoke to.
You didn't say. It says in the future, they're going to control having a job anywhere. That's what the cashless society's about. And then
I guess the future is now, huh?
Well, for you it is. Working, because, see, the FBI is a private mercenary army for the private Federal Reserve. And that's who they serve. And just unbelievably, innumerably wicked and dangerous. So you wanted to go, I guess, you're going to do computer work or be a clerical person or something, and they just don't want that. But just to be clear, sir, you didn't say to her, how do you know what I listen to?
Yeah, I said, well, what's that got to do with anything like that? And she said, we'll be sending you information regarding, and so I'm thinking, well, if they send me that and it is illegal, so I'm thinking either they're not going to send me anything, they're just going to blow me off.
No. The main reason they did that was there could be some laws about them recording you at your doorstep to use it admissible. But when you called, I'm sure the phone system told you it was being recorded. So they wanted to opt in and then interrogate you to then be able to trigger it somehow, to then be able to use that against you.
Well, you know what?
See, it's all about, listen, the whole government's about using our goodwill and our decency and our gullibility so they, the criminals, can use us and abuse us. And their whole system is about reveling and tricking us and reveling in the bad guys always winning and reveling in protecting corruption and reveling in just carrying out evil upon evil and tricking us and laughing at us. And it's just all about reveling in the destruction of the country. So, I'm not kidding. I mean, they're just stealing everything. I mean, it's a criminal government. It's in the